Hi everyone, I'm Andrew Carruthers, Education Director for Sam Villa. We listen really closely when you guys talk on social media, and one of the things that we hear is that you want more tips on face framing. So we're giving you a new approach with a different tool to give you a fresh concept for face framing. The unique tool that we're going to use is our 6-gap razor. Now the reason we're using this is if you notice, on this razor we have a little cup and then an empty space, a cup and then an empty space. What the little cup does is it helps to hold some of the hair out of the way, and then the open blade is more exposed, so that's the area doing the cutting. What it does is it creates a very, very highly textured feel in one step. So it's a great tool for utilizing for creating a really loose type of face framing. We are going to be working on our mannequin head with dry hair. Now I know a lot of you at home are like, oh my gosh, in hair school I was always told you never use razors on dry hair. Well, sometimes rules are made to be broken, guys, but be conscious of the why behind it. We want to work with the hair dry because we want to work very visually. You'll notice I'm taking a little bit of the Redken Shine Flash 02 and I'm going to prep the mannequin with this, and this is going to help to add a little bit of slide and slip to the hair without it getting oily or greasy at all. So we're just going to prep both sides with that Shine Flash 02. Now with the 6-gap razor, again we're looking for softness. I'm going to step here to the opposite side and I'm going to take a diagonal section through the fringe area. I'm going to over-direct that hair to the opposite cheekbone. I'm going to hold it at a low, about 45-degree elevation for softness, and you'll notice I have a finger angle that's perpendicular to the grain of the hair, so I'm pretty square with the actual hair. The over-direction and the elevation in the finger angle are going to get this to fall and sweep to the side. Now I'm going to take this 6-gap razor and I'm going to place it more on the surface of the hair, and I'm going to do a light, gentle stroke motion back and forth until I remove the hair. It's going to take quite a few cuts, and that's okay because doing multiple cuts rather than one clean cut is what's going to produce that softness and that movement as it moves off to the side here. Now, we'll start there, and then we're going to take another diagonal section, and again, over direct to the previous section and over to the side above the cheekbone. I'll look under, find my guide from the underneath, and I'm going to slide my fingers just past that. Make sure you give yourself enough space that you're not going to cut back into your previously cut section. Now, because this is such a loose technique with the razor, the one thing that we don't have to worry so much about is cutting perfectly to our previously cut guide. If we have a little detachment from guide to guide, it's not consequential. It's not going to ruin this shape. But you can see as we start to cut that, we start to build this length that comes down and around the cheekbone and frames around the corner of the face. Now I'm only going to go far enough to frame the area that I want. And it'll be important for me to not go too far back because I don't want to lose the length around the perimeter. I just want to frame the face with this. So last section, still on a diagonal, over direct to the cheekbone on the opposite side. Again, find my guide from underneath and then slide past it. Let all that hair drop out so I don't recut. Come in and surface cut with that 6-gap razor. Now this slides off to the side. We start to build that frame that comes in and around the face. Now the last step that I want to do is I want to grab my round brush and blow dryer and put just a little bit of bend on the ends here to get that to sit around the shape nicely. Since the mannequin is perfectly smooth right now, it feels a little broomsticky. So we're going to just grab our blow dryer and a round brush and we're just going to bend those ends under. Okay, now that we have the blow dry done and we are able to place that side swept face framing into place, you can really see how nice and soft that fits the face. And it just really shows off that cheekbone and around the jawline. So we have a nice side sweeping face framing that comes from that 6-gap razor. So again, it's those diagonal sections over directed over to the cheekbone at about a 45-degree elevation, and then our finger angle is perpendicular to the hair. We use that 6-gap razor and just keep taking away hair, taking away hair. And again, remember, with that 6-gap, you're going to need to cut quite a few times, and that's what adds to the softness. So that's why we choose that particular tool. Please feel free to try this at home and then post your pictures and hashtag them SamVia so that we get to see your success behind the chair. We hope this is an exciting tip for you. Thanks for watching. I'm Andrew Carruthers, Education Director for SamVia.